misses the conversion kick.
That was an incredible run by Keith, and you'll get another look at this broken tackle, Chris, after the
Yeah,
offense.
this is great. Short was being tugged. She actually goes down after, but her eyes were on the prize. Keeps him up and finds her teammate.
Chevrolet Major with a nice setup. See if Baylor can get the offense going here. It's dropped. It's going to be a knock-on against them, so they will not get the offense going. They're going to have to go right back to defense as Iowa opts for the scrum in the final 100 seconds and counting of half number 1. 17-0 score. Hawkeyes been all over it to start.
Iowa have had some success in sevens, but Baylor in 2023 were 3rd place. However, only 2 players from that team are on the field and within the program today. The rest have graduated. So very young, inexperienced team, and it looks like that inexperience is showing in the early goings here.
3rd place, and we've already seen one of the teams that finished above them that year at UMass. And you know what else we've already seen? A try from Grace Papson, but we're going to see it again. She's got 2, and the team has 4. And the men's team for Iowa is here in full support, and they are going crazy too.
They are chanting out IOWA. And you know what that spells, Charlie? Iowa.
It does.
Spells
I
Iowa.
didn't know that spelled that, Chris.
Glad you know it.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, you know, I actually don't believe you. But what a run yet again from Iowa. Just an absolute rout. Papson, she's been really active. So far been their best player in this one. Defensively, she likes to get physical, likes to get in the play. Very much a hands-on type of player, likes to be involved in the action. And then on the offensive side of the ball, you really just can't beat her. So fast, so strong. She's got 2 tries.
Yes, we'll go to HALFTIME. Stay with us.
What does that spell? Oh, that's classic.
Second half, just about set to get underway. It was all Iowa in that first half in this round of 16 matchup against the Baylor Bears. So we're going to kick it off, and maybe this will be the start they need to get it into offensive territory and force a turnover. Perhaps they're going to kick it very deep. Force Iowa to go the length of the pitch.
Good strategy. Pin them back. They got to win the ball here within that 22-meter line. Yeah, great start for Baylor if they can do so.
Starts with 1. They are down 4 scores. See if they can chip away in the final 7 minutes. That was a forward pass, and it's coming back. So there's the turnover that Baylor needs. See if they can punch it in now. Give themselves any hope to win this game.
Now this is the possession. They need to do so soon. Time is not their friend. That's the thing about sevens. It comes really just in a blink of an eye. Next thing you know, we're already a minute into this half.
That's how quick the time ticks. It's not a quick moving scrum. It's won by the Bears, and they will take it and try to move. Overhanded offload into the hands of Catherine, who gives it off. The ref is gonna move Baylor up even. Here's Brower. Can't get it down, it's stolen away. What a defensive play by the Hawkeyes. Kiana Shevlik-Major doing it. Now it's going against Iowa. So Baylor with a prime opportunity. Let's get the ball to the referee and in the hands of Caroline Brower. Here goes Brower. Pass to her left. Swarming defense down near the try line. It's left behind. It's still free. And an offensive penalty. A card, in fact. And it's against Baylor.
This is the best energy we've had at a game so far. Talked about the student section for Wheeling yesterday. Unfortunately, it was a 65+ student section. Today we got the Iowa men's team, and they are loud. Mentioned it in that first half. Yet again, cheering on the Hawkeyes as they now have the advantage. 7-on-6, and they have a line break.
Another broken tackle for Shevlik-Major. Great pass. What a find. Lillian McRae watching as her teammate goes for the goal. And she's in for the score. And IOWA-TRY.
That's a good one, Charlie. And what's even better is that world class going to the ground. And then again from Shevlik-Major, who has been a force to be reckoned with in this one. Jillian McRae, the best player on this Iowa team, one of the best players in the country, was an NCR All-American and competed at the All-Star game this past fall, in which she scored a 45-meter solo run. Doing just about the same here today in Boyd's, Maryland.
Shout out to the setups as well, as you mentioned. It was McRae who brought it in. The Hawkeyes lead, and that's, if it wasn't over after the half, it certainly is over now. Iowa going to move on to a matchup with Florida State, and that'll feature two teams who both dominated their opponents.
Yeah, it will. It'll also feature head coach of Iowa, Kathleen O'Donnell. Got introduced to the game as a student, as a part of this Iowa University back in the day in the 90s. And now she's got her team marching on to the next round, unless Baylor has something to say about it. Let's see what they can do.
Knock it on, unfortunately for them, and it's turned the other way. Look at the back and forth action we are witnessing now. Now Iowa knocks it on. And they'll get their player who is serving the yellow card back. That's number 5, Caroline Arlinghouse. The junior hooker is back in there. Make it a 7-on-7 for the final 2 minutes plus. Shout out to the officiating crew, both on but also arguably more important off the field, for keeping substitutions, yellow cards, timing, score, all of that in line to help this event go on. And Baylor just can't seem to get out of their own way right now. Iowa trying to get another line break, and it's in and out of the hands of Shevlik-Major off a setup by Bessart.
It's a nice looking offload from Bessart. Dazzled between two defenders and got the job done. But this rain is coming down pretty hard yet again, Charlie. We had a nice break for about 20 minutes or so.
Both teams going to make substitutions at this stoppage. Both teams going to make 2, in fact. For the Hawkeyes, Kayla Kolash and Olivia Ziegler will jog on. Baylor's going to make some personnel changes as well. As the Bears pull off the field Liz Windsor, 21 in green. She's going to get a breather for the rest of the action, as is Kira Conson. Into the game, Sophia Massey as well for Baylor, so they're really using their substitutions. In the final 25 seconds of a blowout win for Iowa, biggest margin of victory we've seen yet today in this Women's Division I club bracket. Iowa, Purdue, UMass, and Florida State all now just 3 wins away from a national championship, and the Hawkeyes looking to be the first team we've seen to get to 30. Home free try scorer Kayla Kolash. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the try zone.
Yeah, been in it for about 30 seconds and scores a nice walk-off try. 32 zip. Iowa blinks Baylor in this one, and it's off the scrum. Nice dummy to start off the play from Lingolis, and then it finds the hands of Collish. And that is all she wrote for this one, Charlie. It's Iowa 32, Baylor 0. We'll be back on the Rugby Network.
Let's go, ladies! Blue!
Let's see it back on two.
Howard Bison, Northeastern Huskies. Battle of the mammalian mascots. And it's Northeastern kicking it off. We are underway in our 5th Women's Division I club bracket game of the day. And instantly a nice play by the Huskies, forcing a turnover. Get it moving. It seems like they would. Ref's going to stop it. We're going to get a line out. It's right away for Northeastern. Molly Nick Alavi with the defensive play, tackling the ball carrier out of bounds for Howard, that being Labria Hayes. So we'll get a line out.
Charlie, Northeastern, the favorites to win it all for many. They are the number 1 seed. And there's a good reason why they have just run havoc on about every team they've played this year. Claremont and Oregon, who were the champion and runner-up respectively last season, are number 2 and number 4 seeds respectively. So it goes to show how even this bracket is, as we were talking about a bit earlier in the broadcast. And Howard also a great rugby program, a new one. They started in 2021, the first really competitive HBCU program, second women's HBCU program in existence, and they've just done a great job building up the Bison these past few years.
Thanks, Chris. Great scouting report as always. And it's been a pretty choppy start overall in this one. A couple stoppages, both teams with some chances on set plays. Still 0-0. This is the first game in the west side of the cup bracket. After this one, we'll be treated to Notre Dame against Oregon, Claremont against Central Florida, and then Colorado State versus Northern Iowa, the last of which our wonderful colleagues Jeremy and Abby will bring you here on the Rugby Network.
Del Fierro for Northeastern is fast. Number 7 in red, some blistering speed as she got in between a few defenders. She's going to be a player to keep an eye out for these next 12 minutes.
Smith Levy finally wrestled down. Nice tackle by Morgan Hunt. In the middle, Ella Hughes trying to split through, and Hughes still on her feet. How is she still going? What a try by Ella Hughes to get the Huskies on the board.
Team effort all around on this one. A couple of nice offloads, but Hughes, 3 defenders try to take her down, and then a stutter step from Howard's La Brea Hayes. She thought Hughes was going to go down. Hughes said, nope, I got other ideas, and that other idea was putting 5 points on the board for Northeastern.
Like a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, actually, Charlie, as Northeastern takes a 7-0 lead.
And a nice kick to convert it, made by Anastasia Stubbs. Or excuse me, that is incorrect. Alex Peterson made the kick. Stubbs will do the kicking for the Howard Bison if they are able to get in. We've seen the favorite win in shutout fashion 3 times already, and Northeastern scores again. And a yellow card coming up to the Bison, so it's all falling apart early for them.
I believe it was Del Fierro who I had just highlighted, and yes, it was.
Number 7.
Del Fierro is as quick as lightning, the fastest player on any pitch she steps on, and she has filled in very well as Courtney Bichouette-Dunner, an All-American for Northeastern, and usually the fastest player on every field she steps on is out for this tournament. So Del Fierro is going to be that replacement. Look at that, that's up rugby from her.
I'll take that, and then I'll drag you all the way to the tri-zone, and you'll get a card while you're at it. So 12-0 Northeastern, and they're playing a woman up.
That's got to be some sort of hat trick, Charlie. I don't know what to call it. The Del Fierro hat trick, maybe? Draw a yellow card, steal the ball, and score the try.
Doesn't get much more efficient than that. Howard bench get height. They try to bring the woman down, but a strong counter ruck from Northeastern. Now it's cut back. And we see Howard's tap and go.
Loving energy today, Charlie.
Oh, I'm loving it, Chris.
Howard is loud, and they got the support of Iowa as well as a few other teams on the sidelines.
That's one thing about, as we get a run down the left side, and Howard looking to go. Adriana Johnson has cut the deficit to 1 score.
Great job to down the ball right there, middle of the uprights. From Adriana Johnson. Howard bringing the heat after going down early. Adriana Johnson finds far side of the pitch. No one there from Northeastern. That's going to be Adriana Johnson's try all day long. She will take that. Great effort from her. Knows exactly where she's going to go. Executes to perfection.
So they score while short-handed. And it's Johnson bringing them back to within 7. Getting the Howard fans and bench fired up. Based on the look of it, they have one of the biggest rosters here among all teams, men or regardless of the division.
Yeah, about 18 players.
I thought I was counting that right. That is a lot of players. Most teams bring 15, 14. Some even bring 13. Howard brings 18. So they've got a ton of energy from the bench. They have good fan section too, but how about this? What a response. McAlevey, can she get there? She's being chased from behind, dragged by her shirt, but she scores.
Good job from Northeastern to stay steady. They go down, or they rather, Howard had drawn back a little, and then Northeastern responds right away. McAlevey is a player who was featured by the CRC on their website as one of the ones to watch heading into this tournament. Live it up to the billing in her first game. Nice try as she walks off this first half.
Yeah, first half ends. Northeastern in control thanks to McAlevey. We'll step aside for a quick break. The second half on deck. Second half featuring one of the favorites to win it all, Northeastern Huskies, and underdog story with a lot of energy. The Howard Bison in this matchup and an early knock-on is against Northeastern to start the second half. So a dream start for Howard, who looked like they were building some momentum, Chris, at the end of the first half before a late try by the ever so dangerous Molly McAlevey kind of put an end to the momentum. We'll see if they can get it back.
Yeah, this is got all the makings to go two ways. Either Northeastern scores early and extend their lead, kind of see at this game, if you will, or Howard has a real chance, if they can score here, to make this a very exciting finish. Selfishly hoping for the Bison, of course, to make this a fun game.
We love fun games, that's for sure. They've already done well enough to score once, which is better than 3 teams have done in this pool. 3 underdogs losing via the shutout already. So Howard's already done better than that, but they don't take much solace in just 5. They're going to need a bit more if they want to advance.
Yeah, and the one thing I love about this knockout tournament, it is essentially at its heart, win or go home. There's so much intensity with all of these teams, no matter the talent level, that it does create for these exciting games. Everyone is just playing their hearts out. It beats the pool competitions every day of the week, in my opinion.
Especially when you get collegiate support from, like, Iowa last game getting it from the men's team and Howard getting it from their expanded roster. And once you get devoted to a team, a college team, really just cheer your heart out for them. And we had a substitution for Northeastern. Amelia Chamas enters. She came over to us to check in.
Yeah, told her next window, please. Don't think she was too happy.
I think she was just confused. She's got the ball now and is tackled aggressively on a nice play by Howard's Janice Armstrong, who got the yellow card earlier, so she's actually a little careful not to put another one. Almost a dangerous drop, but it's held onto just barely. Peterson almost let it go. McAlevey outside. Courtney Bishot-Dunner has got the angle, and she's got a lot of speed. Pumping that right arm, carrying that ball in her left to the try zone for the score.
Well, I had lied earlier. I said Bishot-Dunner was not here. That's what it had said on the CRC website, so I apologize for that. But the description of her meets what you just saw. All-American speedster, showing off the wheels right there, finds the extra gear. Most impressive part about that, kind of starts with the jog, and then she accelerates, totally catches Howard off guard. And that burst of pace brings her to the try zone, extends the lead for the Huskies. Looks like they got a healthy lead now, Chuck. 3:45 on the clock.
That continues to tick. Give Howard credit for staying with it early on in this first half, but I'm a big believer in this format that the most important play of the game is the last play of the first half.
Yeah, it changes everything.
Getting the score, they've never looked back. They've dominated the second half, which I don't think would have been the case if they went into the half with only one score.
It changes the outlook of how you're going to approach the second half, of course, and it's the case for most sports, but especially in rugby where sevens, you got 7 minutes. You got 7 players and you got 7 minutes in the second half to make something happen. It's not a whole lot of time. Waits for an even more uphill battle, and then we'll try to start playing a little selfish at times. Haven't really seen it with Howard, but it can be the case.
It's like in any sport, when you're an underdog, you got to win or at least tie the first stage of the game and the last stage of the game, and that applies to the halves too. And you know, I thought Howard did a good job during the run of play in the first half, but they just lost the beginning of the second half, or the end of the first half, and it transitioned into losing the beginning of the second half. And so as the lower seed in this one, the 4 seed, they're not going to have much of a look. Wow. Awkward looking play. No try signal. It's actually a knock-on. So what a defensive play by the Bison.
That was really awkward looking. Might be an understatement even to say that, but glad Bishot-Dunner's up because she is a superstar. I just highlighted. Not want to see her go down. I don't want to see any player go down, but would have been a tough loss for the Huskies. She's up though, tough cookie. Gonna play through it. The Northeastern been very impressed by them. This is a Howard team that is elite. Every single team had to qualify to get here, of course. You're not gonna play any slouch, and the Bison have done very well in their regular season. Northeastern really showcasing their talents today.
Knock on against the Bison, so on the doorstep are the Huskies looking for maybe one more.
Well, we got one.
Coming up next, Notre Dame, Oregon. Winner of this will play winner of that. Of course, it looks like that's going to be Northeastern, I should say. We got the Northwestern. We did have the Northwestern logo. Shout out to our truck for getting that settled. That was automatically preloaded with NU, and there's a try for the Huskies. Caitlin Boland gets it down. It's a rout all of a sudden in this 1 versus 8 game.
I've been impressed with how many players have gotten on the ball for the Huskies. Caitlin Boland, haven't seen too much of her today, yet she scores a try, and goes to show. I mean, they can beat you with 4, 5, 6 different players. That's why they are #1 in the country and the team to beat. They got a target on their back, but so far, so good for Northeastern.
And they get the conversion as well, extending the lead and making the official final 29-5 Northeastern. Vulnerable early, certainly not late, and the top team is moving on to round number 2 out of 4. That'll do it for this one. When we come back, Oregon, Notre Dame, 4 versus 5. It's going to be tight. It's going to be fun.
I'm easy. Unless they bring me in. My boss used to be I'm good. I got my Dominican place. Here we go. Stay in the program. Stay in the program. I've been yelling at her. You want to hear something funny? You got to wait for something. I can't help him.
Game number 6 in the Women's Division I club bracket, the top bracket at this school size level. Oregon and Notre Dame facing off for the right to go on to play Northeastern. We're given a little bit of a test by Howard, but eventually prevailed in a 24-point spread. So we got a potentially close one coming up here, Chris, between the 4 versus 5 on the west side, the 4 versus 5 on the east side. Certainly did not disappoint. We'll see what this matchup brings for us.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for the main reason Oregon hasn't played a lot of 7s lately. Notre Dame has. You know, on the West Coast, we talk about on the men's side that they have a bit of a different schedule over there. So they've been playing a lot of 15s. They got to get acclimated to the faster game of 7s.
Looking to start fast through the middle. Pass is blocked briefly. Picked up by the Ducks. Good eye by the referee. Seeing the knock on. Oh, but it's against Oregon. Yes, that's right. The Notre Dame players were backing up as if thinking the penalty was against them, but it was the first knock on of the game was against Oregon and seen by the official. So a quick early decision for him. We know from the opening meeting of this event that the referees are competing as well. Friendlier competition, but still competition with each other to try to get the national championship game at each level. So good calls like that one are gonna pave the way. And another one coming against Oregon here. And so the Irish will finally get it into offensive territory. Lucy Wilson, Lieutenant Blue. And now the Irish called for the penalty. So we'll get to see Oregon's offense for the first time. Overhanded offload doesn't connect the intended target. Spinning tackle by Casey Betchard. She gets help from teammates. Finally, ball carrier goes down and rolls away. That's Kitty Fettel. Fettel, 5'6", 160. Pretty decent size out here, I would say, for the Ducks. They get a takeaway. Isabel Sandoval with the steal. Some downhill running along the far side. Sylvie Johnson leaves it behind her. Big offload. Defending well for now. Oregon progressing. That being said, still scoreless. Just over 2 minutes in. There's a strong tackle.
I could feel that one, Charlie, and it doesn't feel good. Huge tackle by Al Mickelson for Oregon. Perfect form, too.
Also, Alex, he has St. Bernard.
I feel you. We will check in.
Here come the Ducks. Maybe some numbers, but it's in and out of the hands of Chase McCann. Looks like she might have room if she could come up with it. Tough pass, though, and in and out of her left palm.
First time we really saw Oregon try to find the left side of the pitch. It's been a struggle for them to switch the point of attack. Did so there. Unlucky for the Ducks not to come away with it, but need to be a little cleaner with their offloads.
Notre Dame subs Deshira Williams in. Annabelle Geiger out. Little give and go from the Irish, and now they'll try to get to the wing. Room for Mia Blocher. And Blocher is going to go. And the first try of the game goes to Notre Dame.
I had the chance to talk to head coach of Notre Dame's men's team, Justin Hickey, a little earlier in the day, approximately 8 o'clock in the morning, and he said, watch out for Mia Blocher if you announce the Notre Dame women's team. And this is exactly why. She is just so fast. Coach Hickey pointed that out, and Blocher in her freshman year has become a prolific freshman over at St. Mary's College, part of the tri-campus that the University of Notre Dame has between Notre Dame, St. Mary's, and Holy Cross College, which is where I'm coming from. So shout out to the Saints.
We'll see what Oregon can do. Trying to respond. It's 7-0 for the Irish. We mentioned Mia Blocher, their best player, getting the first points of the game, and now her counterpart, number 13 in black, Chase McCann, still chugging along. Oregon wants an offside call. They're not going to get it. High pass, but it's gathered in. Blocher with the tackle on Erica Payton.
Had Gardner wide open.
Forward pass. back, or I should say you welcome us back here on the Rugby Network. We're trying to troubleshoot problems all day here as we are field side in Boyd's, Maryland at the Maryland Soccerplex, and watching some incredible women's rugby today after a good day of men's rugby yesterday. Right now it's Oregon trailing by 5, but with all the momentum and with the ball here in half number 2 against Notre Dame.
With an extra player as well, Charlie.
Good call.
Notre Dame's got
player in the sin bin, Robin Sanders.
Yeah.
Spectating and hoping for the best. Ducks trying to get to the corner, and they've tied it up. Nikki Almenario has knotted it at 12.
It's going to be tough for the conversion kick, though. So going to take another look at it. Some quick offloads. They switch the play really well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count them all. The amount of offloads Oregon completes to move from the right side of the pitch all the way down to the left. Notre Dame just not there. Great speed of play from the Ducks, moving and grooving. This game, you said it, Charlie. I like that word. Remains knotted at 12.
Yeah, you gotta pull out the thesaurus on the initial call. Nikki Almenario ties it. Oregon has it knotted at 12.
There we go. Yeah. No, exactly, and I agree. You know, we've discussed in the past some of my my faults with math, but I do love English, so always good to hear some.
You're not
some
the
new
only
words.
one with math shortcomings. So, new story. 12 unanswered for Oregon.
And here's some math. 12-12. One of these teams needs to score soon, or else we're going to go to overtime. First of the day on field 12. Fire me up. I'm excited. First of the weekend, yeah, for us at least.
Not there yet, though. Oregon's got it. Plus territory right now. As is bouncing, can Notre Dame get to it just into the game for the Irish? Raquel Bermudez. That pass is awry. Kicked ahead. Nice play by the Irish. Maybe a chance to pick it up.
The way that ball bounces, too.
For Blocher, who's going to cut it back. Mia Blocher. She scored first. And by our clock, she scored last.
That took everything out of Blocher. Look at her. Just totally depleted in the try zone. What an impressive play. The kick to beat out the Ducks. And she got a couple of bounces. You can see it again. Bounces inwards. I was worried it was going to go out of bounds. I'm sure Blocher was too. Able to scoop it up, and she is so fast. Has been Notre Dame's best player all season long, an NCR All-Star in the fall, and yet again, she is going to need to be helped. She needs to be carried off the field. She is absolutely gassed, Charlie, but what a performance, what a play to end this game.
A walk-off try and conversion. Notre Dame wins it 19-12. We're going to stay with you because we're going to get pretty much right into our next game, 11:40. Claremont, the defending champions from 2024, Central Florida coming in, looking to be the second team from the Sunshine State to advance to the round of 8 after the Florida State Seminoles did it just a couple minutes ago. And it'll be the Claremont team in the white uniforms to our left. In Central Florida, the Knights. They're going to be taking them on. Off from Claremont is underway to Central Florida, and we are underway in the game between the Foxes and the Knights. Claremont coming in as the favorites, last year's national champions, now a 2 seed this year after being, of course, the top team in the country last year, but still very much in contention. But it's going to be Central Florida with a little bit of a line break, and the Knights through Emily Rahija. Strike. That took just 30 seconds. And what a start for the underdogs.
If I found the right story, Charlie, this is UCF's first time here in 10 years. Not a bad way to start. A couple of seconds in and you put 5 points up against the reigning champions. Call it 7 thanks to the conversion kick. Slipping into the try zone was Rahia. And that is just a dream start for this UCF Knights team. Worked really hard to get here. Now back against the wall early on for the team who won it all last year.
Dangerous kick through the legs of one of the Foxes one of the Knights trying to come up with it. I mentioned the Central Florida team. I also saw first time in 10 years back in this event, so great story for them trying to do it against last year's champions. Also very good in the spring is this Claremont team. They're going to try to do it on the far side of the pitch. Nice tackle.
Gotta watch out for the one with the ball right now. Alex Meacham scored 4 tries at this event last year, was an All-American. And Layla Hannum, her teammate, well, she led all of Division I with conversions completed. So that duo is going to be the duo to lead the Foxes forward. And hopefully for them, come back in this one after going down early on to UCF.
But it's UCF taking it away with Rahija, giving it off right down the middle to Gila Brooks in a foot race. And Brooks is going to win it. 12-0 Central Florida. What a start.
I don't think anybody could have expected this. I mean, everybody, all the brackets I saw had Claremont. This is an upset alert. You heard it here first. Brooks, she also slides her way in, but should also note that Rahija, who scored the last try, was able to set her up. And that duo right there, getting the job done to start. This is a shock. I was not expecting this, Charlie.
I was not either. This would be the first time on this field that anything lower than a 5 seed is won against a higher seed first round.
And Claremont are a rugby school. I mean, their men's team have won 5 national titles. They were established in 1906, right? So a very historic program. Rugby is ingrained into Claremont colleges. It's a group of 7 small schools that all come together in the city of Claremont, and they are just being absolutely stunned right now by UCF, and I'm loving what I'm seeing out of the Knights. They're fast, they're physical, tough on defense.
They've got another scrum, or not another, but they've got another chance here off a scrum inside enemy territory. Dangerous pass, but it's gathered in by Michaela Davis. Davis still going. Down close to the 5. They continue to push it forward. Trying to get it down. Another try for the Knights. Their 3rd of the half.
Yeah, again, just pinball right here within the 5-meter zone, and UCF, Emma Jaramillo, excuse me, or Jaramillo, powers her way forward.
It helps set up Lena Kleeman-Haga, number 24 in white, who was the one
Yeah,
to down it for
apologies
the
there.
score. It was off the setup by Emma Jaramillo.
But even then, I mean, just a teamwork right there. 4 or 5 white jerseys all getting involved in the trenches. Well-balanced approach so far. Their head coach, Raul Bessie, said, I think we can walk onto a field every single time we will win the game. She's very confident, and that confidence is surely showing in this first half.
Do the Foxes have an answer? Gotta think. You're gonna just need one to get back into this game, but they turn it over again.
UCF just playing with some extra fire. Perhaps it's because they know they're going against the defending champions. There's more in it for them.
Here goes Kleeman-Haga again. Is it behind her? Backpedaling away. Oxmary Valdez gives it off. One of the try scorers, Talia Brooks, I should say. Look at that broken hit. Vivian Smiley gonna be grinning from ear to ear as she's gonna get into the try zone. 4 scores for UCF. And Smiley's the 4th different try scorer for UCF in this first half.
I'm just shocked, Charlie, and Claremont seems awfully tired right now. They have a couple of injuries on the field. Looks like Catherine Cryan poked in the eye really hard. One of her eyes is shut. Alex Meacham visibly gassed on that play. We're going to see it right there. That's where Kyron gets hit. Her eye takes some damage. And then only two players on Claremont track back. They're going to get a nice talking to right now from head coach Evan Woolen, who is a Army veteran, served 10 years. So we thank him for his service, but that also means he knows how to give a nice, inspiring speech, Charlie.
And he's going to have to with his team trailing 22 at the break. We'll come back with the second half right after this.
Good job, y'all.
We had some dangerous offloads and they worked on it.
That's our game. That's our game. We have to. Well, good morning from the CRC here in a beautiful, rainy Maryland, which obviously Abby, my partner, we're back together today. She did try to bow out, but she does have a contract, so she has to sit alongside me. So we're excited to be back together this morning, aren't we, Abby?
Well, it is the afternoon, but equally exciting here. You're off to a flying start, as is Colorado State here, who are up 1-0 against a tough Northern Iowa side.
Yeah, absolutely. And apologize for the time of day. My body's still probably on West Coast time, so I will bring us current. We're actually at about 12:06 Eastern here. And a good start to the match. It looks very competitive. We had an early try, as Abby just said, a really good try from Colorado State. And now Northern Iowa looking to bounce back. We're playing here in the women's D1 club division. This is the first match of the day for these two teams. And obviously, important match, single elimination tournament if you want to stay in the top bracket. So everything to play for.
Long arm penalty to Northern Iowa. Morgan Link with ball in hand. Integral player for this Northern Iowa side. Watched her play back in January in an all-star tournament. She really stood out there. She looks to get her team on the board, but an early handling error gifts that ball back to Colorado State.
What a breakthrough there by Ava Hughes. She's going in and she's not going to be stopped right to the left side of the post. The turnover ball was critical there, and they really took advantage.
And that's how dangerous rugby sevens can be. A quick turnover and an easy 5 points. It's a great bit of skill work there from Colorado State. And then they're in and advancing their lead. They haven't had loads of possession, but messed ball, and they're able to clean that one up and convert it.
Yeah, great strike, and there's a lesson learned there. There was a sort of fairly simple knock-on, by the Northern Iowa side, but Colorado State didn't stop playing. It wasn't a whistle, so they picked the ball up, took advantage of the knock-on, and go in, and now they're up by 2 scores. So very impressive execution there by the Colorado State team. So Abby, while we have this game, and we'll just watch for a second here, I'd like to congratulate you. You coached your Navy team this morning to a solid first round win, should we call it?
And you thought you stressed me out, but turns out those girls equally do as well. But yes, we came away with a victory, 10 points to 0. Wasn't the prettiest 14 minutes of rugby, but sometimes you just have to get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't have to be pretty, as they say. There's no pictures on the scoreboard. You won, and now you move on to a tough matchup against Brown, the 5-time reigning champion. So all I'll say is I wish you all the luck in the world, and I hope your girls treat you better than I do. So anyway, back to the matchup here. So we have a scrum basically close to midfield. Colorado State put in on another drop ball by Northern Iowa. Now the ball is a bit slick. We've had rain earlier. It's still a little humid. But, you know, Northern Iowa has to fix those handling errors or they're going to have a long day ahead of them.
I think they just need to be a bit more decisive. That's what we're seeing from Colorado State. When they do get the ball, they're backing themselves. And remember, it's okay to just maintain possession of the ball. You do not need to score off first phase.
Yeah, absolutely. You just build pressure, and then good things can happen. But like you just said, if they don't hold on to the ball, there's no pressure to build. There's actually some good defensive pressure right now from Northern Iowa. They're actually putting Colorado State on the back foot.
And it looks like it's last play, so Colorado State trying to get that third score in before half, but Northern Iowa keeping their wall, keeping their composure on defense thus far.
It's actually a nice strip there, but it's called a knock-on, and we're going to have the whistle for halftime. So we go into halftime with 2-score, 10-0 lead for Colorado State over Northern Iowa. Hey, welcome back, Abby. You take it over. You're going to start us off on the second half. I'm so excited I can't even speak.
You're so excited you did speak first, in fact. So you already welcomed us back, but I will do the secondary welcome back to the Women's Division I club playoff game here on Field 12 at the Collegiate Rugby Championship. Colorado State, just an error coming into this second half. So University of Northern Iowa will have possession. Looks like she didn't quite hit the mark there, but opportunity to strike first for this purple and black side.
Yeah, absolutely. And they put it to the dangerous ball carrier right there. So Morgan Link, looks to be their best player, but she's turned over. She's not releasing the ball. So it's possession back to Colorado State, just on the 10-meter line.
Quick exchanging of possessions, and one of the ball carriers for Colorado State offloads, ball bounces forward, knock play on, says the referee. Northern Iowa threatening into the 22 of Colorado State.
Yeah, we have a really nice carry there. Looks like Hannah Roth. Strong carry there out to the edge. And this is really the first time I think that Northern Iowa have threatened the Colorado State line. We've got a penalty advantage coming their way. So they'll have possession about 5 meters out. an opportunity to strike and get back into this match.
Oh, just determination from Northern Iowa there. Colorado State too passive on the defensive foot, just static, not coming forward. So great work from Northern Iowa to get on the board. It was just a hard carry. She went completely route one. I love the game awareness. She runs back to the mark, Hannah Roth, taps it, and then just beelines. She has the strength, she has the reach, and she is over. First 5 for Northern Iowa.
Absolutely, and like you said, I think that Colorado State, sat on their heels a little bit, not in anticipation of the penalty. And all credit to Hannah Roth. She saw that they were a little static, and she took advantage of it. So we really do have a ball game now in front of us at 10-5.
Handling errors definitely creeping up on both sides. That may be the difference maker as we close out these last 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, and we just saw something interesting. We talked about this yesterday, Abby. The kickoff and let go to ground is never really a good idea. And now we have another turnover. Knock on again by Colorado State. So Northern Iowa once more has possession.
Morgan Link, I believe.
I believe you're right.
Into the try zone, putting the team on her back. It comes off that exchanging of possession. Colorado State error leads to another try. Those turnover tries really prevalent in this match. You see, she has a look. She finds her teammate on the edge, and it's a great carry from Ella Wilkeson. And then Morgan Link just wraps herself. She gives Willison another option out the back, and then she has the pace to finish it.
Yeah, beautiful rugby. Some of the best rugby I think we've seen over the last couple of days. You can tell that Morgan Link really knows what she's doing, and that the more that Northern Iowa can put the ball in her hands, the better. I mean, Abby, Colorado State has to get back to what they were doing early in the game, because they've really been struggling the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Colorado haven't quite gotten themselves into this half of rugby. And again, another little error. We spoke to the conditions here. It was raining this morning. That ball's a bit greasy. So maybe not forcing that extra offload, but instead you have to play that breakdown style of rugby, maintaining possession, keeping things short and tight with your support.
Yeah, I'm taking a look here at Hannah Roth from Northern Iowa, who's already scored the first try. She looks a little gimpy out here on the edge. I've been watching her move a little slowly. So that'll be an interesting one, because along with Morgan Link, she looks like she's a very dangerous player.
Well, she may have been hobbling around, but maybe she just needs one leg to get into the try zone, as she scores a second in the match.
Yeah, terrific anticipation there of what was going to come. And like you said, she shook off the injury. I think when she saw the try line, she was like, I'm not as hurt as I thought I was.
You see Morgan Link there, ball in 2 hands as the first 5, just holding up the defense. And then it's a great carry from Avery Bird. She really got through that half gap and then gets her arms free, offloads it to Hannah Roth, who, like you said, spotted that try zone, knew she could support her teammates and get 5 more to her name.
It's interesting, isn't it? Again, common theme here, but sevens can just change on a dime. I mean, 10-0, it was all Colorado State. Northern Iowa didn't look like they had a chance. And now all of a sudden they're up by a score and definitely in control of the match.
I loved that counter ruck from Northern Iowa, but referee deemed illegal because she actually lost her feet. Had she been able to stay in that strong body position, that would have been a great turnover.
Absolutely. Rugby, as you know, is a game to be played on your feet. And anytime you hit the ground like that, you're going to get on the wrong side of the referee. But Colorado State have been able to clear their lines a little bit. Now they're on the attacking 10-meter side, and let's see if they can get back to the first few minutes of the game where they were in control.
I think a good decision from the Colorado State team. They need to get down the pitch. They've been stuck in their own half for the first 6 minutes of this match, and they have one last opportunity as that clock ticks away. But Northern Iowa snagged the line out and are off running.
And then a simple knock-on, so that Colorado State has one more opportunity as the clock line is down under 20 seconds. So let's see what they can do from this scrum. You
And
just mentioned something interesting, Abby, where they clearance kick, to touch. It does have risk if your lineout's, not solid, which is what happens at Colorado State, then you risk a significant turnover versus keeping ball in hand.
One of those high-risk, high-reward decisions in sevens, and they didn't get the reward there, but karma potentially in their favor until the referee puts the free kick mark up. Morgan Link races to the ball. She knows time is up. She taps it, kicks it out on the full.
Oh my goodness, I didn't see, I don't know if you did, what the call was there from the referee, but very unlucky. A free kick at the scrum, maybe it was an early engage, early push. But anyway, it goes Northern Iowa's way, and they come back to be the victors 15-10. So I think we're going to be heading to a bit of a commercial break here, but on behalf of Abby Gastaitis, I'm Jeremy Ognall. We're here at the CRC, National Collegiate Rugby, with the broadcast by TVX Video, and thanks for joining us.
College Rugby Show. This is going to be home for all hot takes, highlights, rankings, hot topics, all things college rugby.
They could be pushing into that 2, possibly number 1 spot.
This for me is one player to watch out for.
We will be back on your airways very soon.
Since 1979, we've been searching for perfection. We've been thinking, sketching, and designing. We've been building, assembling, and strengthening. We've been cutting, shaping, and painting. is strength and beauty. Time and again, our machines are made for one thing: the perfect hit. We are the crouch, we are the bind, we are the set, we are the squeeze, we are the hit. We are Rhino, home of the scrum.
Let's get ready. Major League Rugby is now.
This is the moment we waited for. Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year.
The Rugby Network is giving you all the free MLR content you want, live and on demand. Never miss a hit, never miss a try, never miss your team. MLR on TRN. Never miss a match.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
In a sport of power and precision, you need a powerful and precise camera. Analyze your game. Build your team. Grow together.
Ready, up.
Video captures moments. A powerful camera for a powerful sport.
Rugby!
Our world is growing, and so is rugby. There are more players, more teams, more matches than ever before. Luckily, our game is simple. We only really need one thing to play it, and we buy millions of them every year. Unfortunately, too many end up in the wrong place, but some balls are made better. Rhino's recycled range is made with up to 80% recycled rubber. We are still not perfect, but it's a step in the right direction. You only need a ball, make it a good one. For rugby, for you, for the planet.
A ball for the planet.
A ball for the planet.
A ball for the planet.
The Rhino recycled range. A ball for the planet.
Rugby is all about feeling. The feeling when you crouch, when you bind, when you set. The feeling when you go into that first defender. The feeling when you make that first tackle. The feeling when you take that first hit. We are that feeling. We are contact.